I was sitting here thinking about something, and I realized that the thing that you love the most is usually one of your biggest hindrances in your life. I'm sitting here thinking about my activities of yesterday. I was planning to go and preach like 12 p.m., 1 p.m., but being preoccupied with whatever I was doing or whatever I was thinking about, I ended up passing by the location that I was going to preach. And so I said, I'll just put it off to later on that afternoon at another location. Later on that afternoon, I ended up eating, getting full, and I did not feel like going out and preaching anymore. So I did not preach yesterday. So I continued to work throughout the day. I worked well into the night. I probably shut down like 12 a.m. last night. And so I ended up going by the store, getting a little snack. I got a drink and I got some gummies. I went to sleep on that drink and those gummies. And I woke up this morning and my stomach was hurting terribly bad. To the point that I could not even pray this morning. I still haven't prayed. My stomach is still hurting right now. And so in both instances, it has been food that hindered me and kept me away from preaching and prayer. And this where I come to the understanding that a lot of times the things that we love the most usually are the primary hindrances in our lives. And there's some of you that are listening to this video this morning. You have things in your life that you love, that are pleasurable, that you enjoy, and you couldn't see your life without those things, but those things are hindering you from the things of God. They're hindering you from prayer. They're hindering you from accepting the call on your life. They're hindering you from doing what God has called you to do. They're hindering you from moving forward progression in your daily life. They're hindering you from going to the gym. They're hindering your mindset. But you love these things. You desire them because they make you feel good and they're pleasurable unto you. And so what the Lord is saying to us this morning is that those things that you love that are not a necessity in your life, you're going to have to separate yourself from those things if you desire to fulfill the call that is upon your life. If you desire to get closer to God, if you desire to do what it is that He has called you to do, you're going to have to separate yourself from some things that are pleasurable, but not necessarily a necessity. Do we all hear that? You're going to have to separate yourself, because usually the things that we love the most are the greatest hindrances in our lives.